Build the wall. Welcome back. This is me getting ganged up on out here. We're looking at some professional people from San Diego. And it's all the liberal talking points. I mean, they throw every little talking point you can at me out there, but they still don't come up with any solutions. I mean, it's like it's okay for the illegals to be coming over. So there's a discussion on the wall. You know, I sometimes wonder why I'm allowed to continue to do this. I mean, other people have been taken off for probably less than what I do. I'm pretty offensive. Don't deny that. But I had this thought, maybe real. Maybe it has, I think it has some credence. There are other people that do street interviews, but nothing like I do. I mean, nobody sets up political, satirical art on the street and then, you know, takes commentary and discussion about it. I do know that the powers that be are extremely interested in seeing if their propaganda is working. And they do monitor the social media networks, you know, Facebook and Twitter and all that to see if it is. But even there, if it's limited, the one thing about what I'm doing on the street is it is a shotgun effect. I mean, anybody and everybody from around the world passes by my booth. So if I were a deep state propagandist, monitoring to see if the propaganda is working or what effect it's having, or I would be subscribing to my channel simply to find out. It's got to be important to them. So I suspect that's why I haven't been attacked to the extent that I might ordinarily be, and why they just keep me there with enough subscribers or enough presence to gauge what's happening. It's just you know, it's something I suspect. I mean, I certainly, if I was a propagandist for the deep state, it's what I would be doing. I'd be checking into my channel to see how, you know, what people are saying. I don't know. That's a thought. Either way, I'm not getting any support from them. So I need it from you guys. So if you would subscribe, and if you already subscribed, subscribe again. You know how that works. You've heard me say it a lot of hundreds of times. And share the videos, because I'm sure they're putting a lid on these. Even though they're watching them, they're not spreading them around. So if you would, share them on your social media platforms and emails and whatnot. Let people, you know, be privy to what I'm doing out here. Because even if you can't help me financially, possibly the people you turn on to my channel might be able to be doing that. There are a lot of people that you should be giving your support to. I don't know why I stand on that list of important ones, but there are certainly some worthy ones out there. But if you can, it would be appreciated if you could throw a bone at my way. $5 a month for my PayPal, or from time to time go get one of my designs out of my shop, which I will be upgrading here shortly. So please do. all of that would be appreciated. And then, remember that this is a spiritual battle that we are fighting on a material plane. So please give me the material I need to fight this battle. So with that in mind, let's get to this painful video, and God bless y'all. On the street. And they were telling me they went right down to the border when the military was down there and all, and what was going on. Man, I'm telling you. And now we get another caravan coming up. Yeah.
Only my reason for a smile too.
What do you guys do there? What do you do in San Diego?
We're chemists.
Chemists? All of you chemists? Is there a convention or something in town?
No, we're just on vacation.
Oh, terrific.
Yeah.
So what chemistry are you involved in? What do you do?
We make diagnostic assays. So like for autoimmune diseases, when the doctor runs the test, we make those tests.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Pretty cool.
All right. Hope I never need your services, because
there you go.
Make me do something about this tick I got. Think we need the wall?
Do we?
Yes.
You're asking? I don't know. Probably not.
You don't think so?
No, probably not.
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
most illegal immigrants are coming into the country illegally.
Yeah, they go in through the border.
Yeah, they come in legally and then they stay, and their visas expire, and then they never go.
Yeah, but those they come in first with the visa. I mean, at least we know who they are. The problem is the ones that we don't know. That we don't. I mean, then we have to have you test them for autoimmune. It's like, I mean, we don't know what they're coming in with: diseases, drugs, if they're terrorists. Yes, you're right. The majority of them do come in with a visa to begin with. Again, we know who they are. But it's the ones that we don't know that we should be worried about.
Even that is debatable. You didn't really know who they are.
Well, no, we don't know.
No,
well, that's the problem. We don't even know how many of them are coming in.
The ones with visa. You're saying that we know who they are, but you don't really know.
Well, that may be true too, but the idea is, why should we leave the door open for the ones we don't?
The door's not open.
Well,
it's definitely not open. If you go to that border, I promise you won't see any inkling of anyone being able to pass whatsoever.
Well, then
it's militarized and it's absolutely 100% guarded, and it's impenetrable.
Well, that flies in the face. One of the couple I spoke to yesterday, it said they can go down there and point out areas that are just, there's nothing there.
Right.
And then it flies in the face of the border agents I've spoken to personally out here that tell me that yes, walls work. It would help them in their job.
But you don't think people can get over walls?
Well, again, so what is that? All right, so let's do this. Let's just take the doors off of our house and allow anybody that wants to walk in. Why make it easy for them to walk in? At least put some barriers there to make it more difficult. So if they have to climb over a tunnel under.
There's like a fence that goes like all throughout, but
yeah, but a fence ain't crap. I mean, it's I mean, there are different places in the world that have built walls where they work. Where, and the places that they've studied, that they've shown where, well, I mean, Israel's a good example. But
you don't want to go into Israel-Palestine, do you? Into that debate.
But I'm saying they
gun down innocent people who don't do anything but live in an open-air prison.
But again, they work. There are places that they work. I'm saying, what is the alternative? What would be the alternative? Just leave it open?
It's not open. There's no immigration problem. Why do you think there's a problem?
Because we got like 20 million illegals living here.
20 million? That's such an incredible number. And even of those 20 million, I promise you most of those people come here legally, overstay their visas, and or come from Canada and do the same thing. Why isn't Canada immigration an issue, but Mexican is?
Well, they're having a problem also in Canada.
Do you know how many miles, like hundreds and thousands of miles of Canada don't have a single fence, barrier, patrolman, immigration?
Again, yeah, but why should we make
it
easy?
Just seems racist at that point, though, right? Because there's no reason.
Racist?
Why. Well, yeah. Because why do you need the one on the south, but you don't need one on the north? Well, I don't see anyone proposing two walls.
Again, they have a problem. From what I understand, they have a problem in Canada with the same thing.
But you're not talking about.
But are you talking about a nation without borders? I mean, or should we? What should we do? Should we have borders?
Yeah, of course.
Should we have enforcement of those borders?
Of course.
Okay. When there is a problem, because we do have thousands of people coming in illegally without anybody checking them. I mean, you can watch the pictures anytime you want to get on the internet. I'm talking, you can see them coming, just climbing over the fences, coming in. Matter of fact, people have showed me that live on the border where they get tired of the illegals cutting through their fences. They put ladders up so they could just climb over.
You don't have houses that.
So, I mean, so they wouldn't have to destroy their fences anymore. Why should we make it easy for people to come in here illegally?
Have you ever seen any of the border?
Yes.
No one lives on the border.
No one lives on the border.
There's golf courses on the border, but there's no people.
No, I've talked to ranchers that live on the border. There are ranches on the border.
And you think that those ranchers, that the sole way that all these immigrants are getting in is through those types of fences, or because they're definitely not getting in at the border.
Are they lying to me when they say that people are coming over, they've had their cattle killed, they've had their homes avoided,
killed their cattle?
Yes.
And how does that make any sense at all? Why would they come over here to just kill cattle or steal drugs, bring drugs? Like what?
Well, they do bring drugs in. I mean, you could see them bringing drugs in.
Not the border.
Say what?
Drugs come through the ports, not the border. Do you live on the border?
We see pictures. I've seen pictures. I have seen them bringing drugs in.
You watched them?
Yes.
What kind of drugs? What kind of drugs?
Oh, you don't stop them and say, excuse me, what do you got on your back?
Well, that's exactly it. So how did you see the drugs coming across? I mean, I live.
Well, what do you think they're bringing over?
They're coming.
Puppy dogs?
People are just coming here to work because they just want to work.
Because it's a better life.
Well, then come in legally.
Just calm down.
Then come in legally.
Exactly. So make it easy for them to get working visas to come in and do
and pay taxes like every other
job that you won't do. I see this market right here. We have lots of markets all over California. Who do you think picks that fruit? Who do you think does all
That's 3%.
Not you. 3%.
That's not 3%.
3%.
I do oil and ag. That's my business. Oil and ag. I know it more than you'll ever know, my friend. Trust me, I know. There is no white people standing in those fields picking those people. There are thousands.
I'm saying of all the immigrants that come into this country, 3% of them work in the ag.
They want the same thing as you. They want to make money for their families.
Well, that's fine. That's fine. But I'm like, why should we let them in?
We're not letting them in.
What do you mean we're not letting them in? There's places that there's no border to stop them from coming in.
To come in. Most of them want to go back. They just want to come here to make money because there's no money.
So the agents I'm speaking to are lying to me when they tell me the border agents that I've spoken to out here are lying to me.
So you go to the border?
No, the border agents spoken to right here where you're standing.
Oh, okay.
They're lying to me. The ones I've spoken to, when I asked them about what's happening at the border, they're lying to me.
In the system myself. Okay, you're a Trump fan, obviously. If you look left...
That doesn't make them border agents that are talking to me liars. Are they lying to me? Are the border agents lying to me?
I'm just talking.
I'm asking you, were the border agents lying to me?
Talking and you're yelling.
Are the border agents lying to me? Yes or no?
Do you want me to talk to you or not?
I'm asking you to answer my question. Are the border agents lying to me?
I don't want to answer your question. I was trying to educate you. I don't want to answer your questions.
I'm listening to the border agents that have spoken to me when I ask them questions, what are your problems? And they tell me what's going on. Trying to educate me. Yeah, bullshit.